things in relationship to Jesus being the way and the truth and the life, but I want you to see it embedded in the context of what Jesus is saying, okay? So that's what I want to talk about with you this morning. So the first thing I want to tell you is just right up here, that Jesus, the way, the truth, and the life, Jesus is thinking about your heart. Now, in John 14:1, again, do not let your heart be troubled. And that is actually a very remarkable statement. Because what I want you to think about is this. Jesus is facing perhaps the central and most pivotal moment of his life. Jesus is sitting at the Last Supper. He is in an upper room in Jerusalem. And he is eating that Passover meal. He is eating the Last Supper with his disciples. Already, for example, he has been in this process of being betrayed. We know in John chapter 13, for example, that Judas Iscariot already has left that room. And we know from John 13:27, it says that Satan has already entered into his heart. How would you like to be described like that in the Bible? That Satan has entered, Howard Anderson, anyway, I'm not going to go there. But, you don't want that. Judas Iscariot, has already left that room, and he is willing to participate in the murder of Jesus. And now Jesus not only faces that betrayal, but it's only going to be a couple of hours, he is going to be standing before what I would consider a kangaroo court trial. In fact, I don't know how many of you know this, but Jesus actually faced about 6 trials before he went to the cross. He stood before, first of all, and I have all of the scriptures up there, I can give them to you if you want, but he stood before Annas, who is a former high priest. From Annas, he went to the current high priest called Caiaphas. From Caiaphas, he went to the general high council called the Sanhedrin. Finally, after the Sanhedrin, he went to Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor. Pilate didn't know what he was going to do with Jesus, and so he sends him to a guy named Herod Antipas. He is not Herod the Great when Jesus was born, but this is another one. He's called the Tetrarch of Galilee. He was in Jerusalem at the time. Herod mocks Jesus and finally sends him back to Pilate, where he finally judges him. It's like 6 trials in a matter of hours. He's going to face this. And finally, after all this, he's going to be scourged, he's going to be whipped, and he's finally going to face crucifixion on the cross. And you take all of that he's facing, and he's thinking about you.